Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. We have to be safe. There we go. Oh, gotta fix the camera. No, camera don't want to fix. Hang on a minute. There you go. Fix the camera. There we go. Gotta have our affectation on, don't we? Yes, we do. Hang on, let me finish fixing up my windows here so I can see shit properly. Let's see. All right. Fix this window here. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, welcome to another edition of Wednesday afternoon with SaleenDriver. Another live stream of hour and a half to 2 hours of whatever the hell comes up. And just so we make sure we know, masks are as useless as Joe Biden. Yes, they are. But I'm going to take this off because it makes my face sweat. And, oh, like my new shirt? 2021 Summer Re-Education Camp. Department of Homeland Security. I assume I'll be invited to a re-education camp at some point in my life because I just don't know when to shut up. But, that's me. Let's see who's in here so far. Let's see. Well, so far, no thumbs down, so the trolls haven't shown up yet. Only one thumbs up, so, well, two now. But no thumbs downs yet, so the trolls haven't shown up yet. But who has shown up is my good buddy Jesse J, Roger. And I'm getting alerts all over the place. Okay. Sea-Dog is here. Ken Spears checking in from Pittsburgh as usual. Big Lee's here. Georgia Forever's here. P-Dub, Pizza Woman. Yeah, Jesse, I do. Very embarrassing, but I get over it. Uncle Lou's cigarette addiction is here, so we at least have one troll account here. Uncle Lou smokes, so, oh well. Let's see. He smokes, I think he smokes Salem's. So he likes menthol cigarettes. So he smokes, but he doesn't smoke the most manly of cigarettes, does he? But whatever. He smokes menthols. Aren't menthols bad for you? I thought menthols were bad for you. Even worse than regular cigarettes. I'm not sure. Bama Banker's here. Bama, have you still wearing your black armband for your team getting bounced out of the tournament yet? So all of a sudden Alabama's a basketball school, and then all of a sudden they weren't a basketball school. That surprises me. But what really surprised me was something that Lou put up on his screen during one of his streams. That Florida overall actually has more national championships across all sports than Alabama. In fact, I think they're number 2 or 3 in the SEC in that respect. And the reason that came to mind was last night or yesterday, Funny Mane, that Alabama Homer comic, he did a video and how Alabama fans viewed the basketball season. Raj, excuse me. He had, little placards or whatever, all the different sports and everything, golf, women's basketball, volleyball, swimming, football, whatever. And he said, and he pointed to the men's basketball thing, and he said, "Y'all got to step up. You've never won in that or anything." And I got curious and I looked it up for myself. And yeah, Florida has won more national championships across all forms of college sports than everyone except, I believe, Arkansas and LSU. More than Georgia, more than Alabama, more than Auburn, more than everybody except Arkansas and LSU. I find that to be impressive, but that's just me. Let's see who else has popped in there. Lou Harvey. Haven't seen that name before, I don't think. Jeff Webster's here. His usual greeting to me, which is hashtag extend Grantham, because J-Dub is obviously afraid of the Gators if they ever got their act together. As you should be, sir. As you should be. Let's see. Steve Pearson's here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Albert Sancho is here. Good afternoon to you. Big Lee says that Jesse J is a Virginia Slims kind of guy. That's pretty good. Well, Ben, I didn't watch the game. So are you saying that Alabama lost to UCLA because it couldn't make free throws? That's kind of sad. I never understood why that is in basketball at any level. It's an unguarded shot. Nobody's waving their hands in front of you. Nobody's hacking at you. Nobody's running at you. You're standing at a line at a predetermined distance from the basket and just standing there and shooting. Nobody's defending you. Nobody's running at you. Nobody's doing anything. And yet I see free throw percentages in the 50 and 60% range. That's inexcusable. I mean, free throws should be what they are, free throws. You know, any basketball player worth his damn should be knocking him down at 75, 80, 85%. I don't understand how this is such a poor skill in a ball player. Now, maybe I can understand. Centers. They barely can move anyway. For the most part, most of them can't shoot outside to save their lives, except for guys like Lamb Chop. That would be Bill Lambier to you people who don't sabe old school basketball, or Kurt Rambis, who was a useless, goofy white guy, but he could certainly shoot from the outside. I just don't understand why free throw shooting percentage is so low. Maybe someone in the comments can enlighten me as to why this is, because I know very little about basketball. I just, it doesn't turn me on. Let's see, where did we leave off here? Let's see, lose cigarette addiction. What would it take to get SaleenDriver to watch the NFL again? A commissioner that didn't believe in social justice, virtue signaling bullshit, that returned respect for the flag and the fans and the first responders and the military, and mandated standing for the anthem and stopping with the protesting and the social justice warrioring and the virtue signaling, and perhaps getting rid of all the rules that make hitting illegal, and driving the sport towards flag football. That might get me to start watching NFL again. It'll never happen, so I'll never watch the NFL again. You know what? I have plenty to do on a Sunday afternoon, so not a problem for me. Uncle Lou, the cigarette addiction. Well, if everyone stood for the anthem, I believe I covered that. Jesse J is yelling at Lee about go drink bitch beer. Okay, that's fine. Jeff Webster is making a remark that makes no sense to me about Flash has less than half of the SEC football titles than Bama. I don't know who Flash is, so okay. You could enlighten me, perhaps. That would be nice. Jeff Webster says Arkansas has a huge pile of individual relay track champs. Well, you know what? They're still national titles, aren't they? Good on them for winning some natties. Hey, J-Dub, we have more basketball natties than you do. Just saying. Let's see. Caleb is here. Good afternoon to you. Let's see. Uncle Lou tells me to go take 100 free throws and tell me how many I make. Probably 10, because I don't play basketball, so I have no basketball skill. These guys have been playing basketball since they were probably little kids. They have practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And they practice some more. And then they practice their practicing. So what's their excuse? My excuse is I'm 56 years old. I'm overweight, and I can't jump. So, and I haven't played basketball on an actual basketball court with anybody in probably 20 years. So my excuse is I have no skill. They have skills. They play basketball for a living. They play basketball so they can get educated. What's their excuse? You're looking at this all wrong. I dismiss your premise, sir. Your question is invalid. Your premise is invalid. You're being stupid. Stop being stupid. Think. Critical thinking. It's a lost skill. Go find it. You're trying to argue that free throws and field goal kicking are mental games. I again call bullshit. It's a physical skill. And besides, field goals, they're running at you when you're kicking the field goal. At a free throw, you're standing there at the line all by yourself. Nobody's running at you. Apples and pomegranates, sir. Apples and pomegranates. Do better. Mark K is here. Good afternoon to you. Thoughts on Gator basketball? Well, I could easily take this Fire Grantham and change it to hashtag Fire Mike White. That's my thoughts on Gator basketball. Until they get rid of Coach White, they'll go nowhere. And the fact that so many of his players from 2021 have left, either to go to the NBA or go to the transfer portal, should speak volumes. The program is going in reverse at 1,000 miles an hour. And until they fire White and hire somebody, and I got into a discussion with this on Facebook with some yuts on Gator Nation. He said, who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? I found 3 worthy coaches at mid-majors that are ready to step up to a big boy program, like an SEC program, like, a big conference program like Florida, and take them to the next level. I found 3 within 5 minutes. You don't think our AD doesn't have a list of coaches that he could possibly hire? Come on, man. Come on, man. Think about that for a minute. C-Dog NFL sucks. I agree with you. J-Dub is near freezing in Des Moines. It's in the mid-80s here, my friend. Now, it is a little humid, and we are going to get a cold front through here tomorrow, and the temperature will drop into the 40s again for a couple of days. But we're already looking forward to summer down here, my friends. So down here in Florida, it's fucking paradise. And you don't shovel humidity. So be envious of me. I'm very happy and very comfortable. Mike Vick is here. Well, fuck. Good to see you, Mike. Let's see. What else we got? Let's see. So, J-Dub isn't complaining about the weather. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, you live there. I mean, there must be a reason you live there. So Uncle Lou's cigarette addiction is telling me that my explanation of why I wouldn't hit a lot of free throws is lame. Step up to the line and make them. Oh, sure. Give me about 5 years to practice and I might get my shooting percentage up to 50%. I'm old, I'm overweight, and I have no jump shot. I've never played competitive basketball in my life. I used to play pickup games when I was younger, and I was not very good. I was just sort of in the way for the most part. I have no skill. I admit I have no skill. Basketball players at the college and the pro level and the high school level, they have skills, or else they wouldn't be on teams. They would be in the stands. They have skill. I don't. What's their excuse for shooting 60% from the line when nobody's guarding them, nobody's coming at them, nobody's waving their hands at them, nobody's opposing the shot, and they can only make 6 out of 10 shots? There's the question. You don't want to answer it. I'll answer it. They suck. Fundamentals have been sucked out of the basketball game at all levels for decades now. Nobody cares about fundamentals and defense and conditioning. They're only concerned about dunks and load management and getting on ESPN highlight reels and big contracts and growing idiotic beards and tattooing themselves all to hell and playing mercenary and jumping from team to team to team chasing a championship. It's all bullshit free agency hype. The game sucks. It sucked since the 90s. And I got no time for it. I got better things to do with my Tuesday nights and my Saturday and Sunday nights during basketball season than waste my time watching that dreck. I got better things to do. It's garbage. Wake me up when the game returns back to the game that it used to be. Fundamentals and defense and emphasizing shooting and team play instead of mercenaries running around saying, I'm in this for me. And whining like a bitch when they get knocked down and they tweak their ankle a little bit. You know who you are, Queen James. You pussy. I'd like to see you drive down the middle against Kareem or Parrish or Lambeer or McHale or Rambis or hell, even Charles Barkley. Those are some bitches that take your head off. Then it shit down your neck. You're a pussy. You know you're a pussy. How'd you like that rant? Give me another topic to rant about. I'll rant about anything. I'm in the mood today, man. Let's see. Where are we now? Oh, Uncle Lou's cigarette addiction just won't let it go. There's so much pressure stepping up to the free throw line with the game on the line. Use some critical thinking. You learn typing. Bullshit. If you can't handle the pressure of shooting an unguarded shot with the game on the line or even with it not on the line, then you shouldn't be on the court. So I reject that statement. That statement is hopeless. Keep trying, though. Keep trying. You might eventually stumble into a thought at some point. Albert Sanchez said, I wanted to play basketball and make millions in the NBA, but he's short. Well, no, so am I. I'm only 6 foot, and and white man can't jump. You know, we were all told that. So, Traveling Fools is here. I haven't seen that name in here before. So, welcome. Glad you're here. Uncle Lou's cigarette addiction says, lay off the Twinkies, old man. Well, I don't eat Twinkies, and I know how to type. So keep trying. Thank you, J-Dub. J-Dub says I make some good points. I appreciate that. Let's see. Traveling Fools says basketball sucks. I agree with Traveling Fools. J-Dub says he despises the current NBA. I despise the current NBA. I loved the NBA of the Bird and Magic era. That was basketball. This is not basketball. This is a bunch of individuals running around with the same colored T-shirts, 1 year, and different colored T-shirts the next year, playing thug ball. This form of basketball is garbage, and I hate it. Albert, I call the NBA the National Bitches Association because all the current players are bitches. They bitch about the media. They bitch about the season. They bitch about having to play so many games. They bitch about somebody, nudging them the wrong way. They bitch about the way the reporters cover the game. They bitch about having to play during COVID. They bitch about not having to play during COVID. They bitch about everything. Bitch, 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 bitch. Shut the fuck up and dribble. Shoot the damn ball. Stop acting like a bunch of oppressed, whiny bitches. You're making millions of dollars to play a game that is played by children. Stop it. You know what? You're so damn oppressed and so damn, it's such a damn hard life. Hell, pay me $25 million a year, to dribble a ball and shoot it into a little basket. Oppress me for that. I'll take that all day. Money for nothing and you chicks for free, as the song used to go. Let's see. Caleb got it right. Gets tapped. Foul! Yeah. Gets a little tap, a little bing on the shoulder. Oh, he flops down to the ground. Oh, they're worse than European soccer players. Let's see. Sea-Dog says, I could rant for hours about how the postseason is ruined because no one cares about non-playoff bowl games. Yeah. Hey, go ahead and rant. I wouldn't blame you. Let's see. Traveling Fools was at the Slob Olympics? Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he? I'm sorry about that, but he hasn't been in here before, I don't think. So, I know Traveling Fool was at the Slob Olympics, but he hadn't been in here before today, at least that I can remember. So I'm glad you're here, TF. I really am. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. J-Dub is absolutely right. 70s, 80s, 90s NBA was great, and the ABA was a lot of fun to watch, too. Those days, unfortunately, I think are gone forever. Free agency has destroyed the game. Current crop of players has destroyed the game. It'll never go back to the way it was. It'll probably die of its own volition if they keep it up. Their ratings have tanked so badly because of their SJW virtue signaling that nobody wants to deal with them anymore. I sure as hell don't. Put them in the same league with the no fun league. Let's see. Yeah, Pizza One, Money for Nothing was a great song, wasn't it? The video was hysterical. Pretty high tech for the time. So let's see, where are we now? I got 17 people in here, so I thank all of you for coming. I got 10 thumbs up, so I'd like to see that total get up a little higher, but I have no thumbs downs. Where are the trolls? Where are my trolls? Come on, trolls. I don't know, where y'all at? I'm sort of disappointed. I really am. I'm a big Dire Straits fan myself, Sea-Dog. I really like Sultans of Swing. I like that song. Skate Away. That is my favorite of all the Dire Straits songs is Skate Away. That one, especially the long form version of that, just nice to listen to. Oh, your mom warmed up to Money for Nothing? It's pretty cool. Yeah, she'd be about the right age for that song being out when she was in high school, yeah. Jesse Day says NBA players are like the ND and Cincy players flopping all over the place. That's very true. Very true. Let's see. I'm gonna clear that. Let's see. What else has been going on? Oh yeah, I got my first two COVID shots yesterday. As you can all see, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I didn't grow a third eye or a fourth nostril or anything. I didn't sit there and pass out after a couple of minutes after the shot from any kind of shock or anything like that. They gave me my shot. I sat in the chair they told me to sit in for 15 minutes. And I said, hey, I'm fine, Little sore, was shot right in this arm. It's a little sore. No different than when I get my flu shot every winter or fall, I should say. No different. Little soreness in the injection spot. No bruising, no mark, no nothing, no bleeding. It's a flu shot because COVID is a flu, guys. It's a flu variant. Now, it's a very nasty little bug, but it's still a bug. It's dealt with now with a shot or two in the case of my particular one that I got my appointment with. I went on to various websites, private places, CVS, Walgreens, and Publix, and a few others, and I got an appointment on my second attempt on the Publix website. Publix, for those of you who don't know, is a grocery store chain down here in the South and Southeast. They make excellent subs and very, very good fried chicken. If you haven't tried Publix fried chicken, you're missing something. And I got an appointment. I got an appointment in my county at the store I usually go to shop for groceries. And yeah, I walked in, I filled out 2 forms, and I got a shot. So, and I've already got my follow-up appointment for late April. So that's already set. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I didn't get charged for it. It's all good. Now, I'm not one of these people, obviously. I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists. I don't believe that Bill Gates impregnated me through the injection with a nanobot or something, coursing through my brain right now, ready to control me or my thoughts. That's nonsense. My name is not George. I probably could have gone through my life without getting a shot personally. However, there were 2 overriding concerns for me in particular. One is I am a type 2 diabetic, so I have a pre-existing condition that makes me vulnerable to COVID. And 2, I have a Jewish mother. And as anyone who is either Jewish or, say, Italian or Greek knows, the umbilical never gets cut with those type of moms. And I don't know about the other 2, but all Jewish men are afraid of their moms. It's a pathological fear. So in order to make her happy and to calm her down and allay her fears, I would have gotten the shot anyway. But the overriding concern for me was the fact that I'm a type 2 diabetic. I have a vulnerability to COVID. And so when Florida lowered the age to 50 and above for getting a shot, and the opportunity opened up for me to get one, I took the opportunity to go get one. So, I know a few people, friends of mine locally and some friends of mine online, are not considering getting are saying, I'm not getting the shot. I don't trust the shot for various reasons. Some of them are legitimate reasons. Some of them are, silly reasons. That's, I think it should be an individual choice. I don't think there should be a shot mandate. I don't think that's constitutional anyway. I don't think the government has the right to force you to do a medical procedure, and this is a medical procedure. I also don't like the talk that's going around right now about a vaccine passport. I think that's obscene. Not only is it obscene, I think it's also a violation of HIPAA laws that prevent you from having to disclose private medical information. So I am vehemently against some kind of shot passport, some nonsense like that. Now, in the packet they gave me, they gave me a card, a proof of vaccination card. I guess that's for if I want to, I can carry that around in my wallet. And if somebody asks me, why are you walking around without a mask? I can say, hey, I got my card. I got shot. So I'm not a threat to anybody. And that card may become useful down the line when the pro-mask Karens come at me when I decide to stop wearing one of these worthless affectations, which I'll put on for you now because I love this mask. I hope y'all can read that. These are useless. If this kind of thing on your face is not an N95 filtration mask, these things are useless. And you should know this by now. But I will put it on to I will put it on so that I don't get yelled at in stores because I just don't want to waste my time with that. Let's see. Where did I leave off here? No traveling full, no tail growing, no third eye growing, no bleeding from various, my nose or my ears, nothing like that. So, nothing like that. It was a shot. I know some people have had reactions to these shots. I know some people have had reactions to flu shots. Hell, I know some people that have had reactions to B12 shots. So come on, people react to medications. I react to some medications. I react to aspirin. If I take plain aspirin, like Bayer or something like that, which I used to take for headaches, my stomach would hurt horribly because it reacted badly with my stomach. I take Excedrin instead. It doesn't hurt. Let's see. Where are we? Georgia Forever agrees with me that Publix is amazing. Jesse J also agrees with me. Traveling Fool said we have to travel to Asia soon. Guess we're going to get the shot as well. I would recommend that. No, Caleb, I'm not a Georgia fan yet. There's, you know what? If somebody told me that a shot would save my life but would turn me into a Georgia fan, I would just say I'd rather die. So I'd rather die. Just if I have to become a Georgia fan, just kill me. So whatever. Let's see. Pizza Woman says, I don't have a Publix here in Arizona. We have Safeway, Albertsons, Fry's, aka Kroger's, Food City, and Bashas'. Oh, all right. Well, that's your loss. I mean, Publix is great stuff. Let's see. Caleb, I didn't know that. He says, I don't want to act like I'm begging or anything, but if anyone is interested or anybody else in the community, my dad has a GoFundMe for medical expenses. Yeah, if somebody can go to that, one of the moderators, only moderators can post links. Only moderators can post links. So if somebody can go find that GoFundMe page, post the link in here. I give you permission to post that link for Caleb's dad. Or Caleb, can you tell me where on GoFundMe it is? What can I search for? If you can tell me what to search for on GoFundMe, I'll post the link myself. Now let's see. Yeah, Caleb, you got a whole bunch of people that'll post it. So yeah, somebody tell me how to find the link, and I'll post it. Let's see. Let's see. Is Uncle Lou in here? Okay, he's in here. I have a feeling he's going to jump all over me for this vaccine thing. I haven't even read his post yet. I just know he's going to jump on me. Let's see. Fletch is here. Good to see you, sir. Captain Trips is here. Good. Uncle Lou is here. What's the survival rate of the vaccine? Surely nobody is scared of something with 99.9% survival rate, are they? Well, I'm not. I'd say the odds are in my favor, so I went ahead and got the shot. Caleb, what can I search on here? Hold on, Caleb. Okay, Caleb, I'm on GoFundMe's page right now. Give me a keyword to search for, and I'll try and find it. Let's see. Pete just retweeted it. Okay, well, I'd like to post it here if I can. So, give me something to search on. Let's see. Mike Vick says the survival rate of COVID-19 is 98%. Actually, that probably is right. That's probably the right average. Oh, pardon me. Raj. Mike Hogg is here. How you doing? Good. Congratulations, Mike. I'm glad you're going to get your shot tomorrow. That's good to know. So it looks like Jesse's not going to get. Man, my phone is just blowing up here. Caleb, give me a search. Give me something to search on. Man, it's not working with me here. Okay, there it is. Just search help Joel, Christy, and Caleb. Okay, hang on. Joel, Christy. Oh, there it is. Is that help Joel and Christy Godwin pay medical expenses? Is that the one? Oh, yeah, that must be the one because that's a picture of Caleb. Is it Joel and Christy Godwin? Just say yes or no. Help me out here. Anyway, while I'm waiting for Caleb to answer me, which seems to take forever. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Mike. I didn't know it was pronounced Hogue. I feel bad about that, sir. I really do, because my last name is constantly butchered. So I'm always very sensitive about trying to get people's names right. So I apologize for that. So it's Michael Hogue, not Hogg. My bad. Okay, Traveling Fool says yes. Okay, so I got the right one. So here is the GoFundMe link for Caleb's pop. Right there. He's at $770 out of a $5,000 goal. Let's see. I'll read this real quick. I I am making this GoFundMe for my dear friends Joel and Christy Godwin. Saturday night around midnight, Joel unexpectedly had a heart attack. My God. When he got into the ambulance, he went into cardiac arrest and they had to resuscitate him. His wife, Christy, had to witness it all. Oh my God. He had 100% blockage in the main artery and has to have 4 stents put in. He's been in Macon Medical Center in CCU, that's cardiac critical care, since Sunday morning. He has a few damaged organs and is currently in a sedated coma. Oh, my God. Once he leaves the CCU, he will be transferred to the Heart Tower. I am making this because they are like a second family to me, and I know that neither of them would ever willingly ask for the money, but they are most definitely in need of help. They not only will have a ton of medical bills, but the aftercare and doctor visits will also be extremely costly. Christy is one of the most hardworking women that I know, and she is the only one who can be by his side through it all. Both of them will be missing work due to this, and Joel does not have insurance. Anything helps and every penny counts. Okay. And there's an update. Update by Christy Godwin, organizer. Joel had a major setback last night, another cardiac arrest, very unstable, and his kidneys took a major hit. Keep the prayers coming. I'm staying strong and positive and leaning on God more and more. I know he's in control and will do his will. This wife is just exhausted and so sad. Say a prayer for me and Caleb to remain strong. Christy. Caleb, I don't know what to say, man. Okay, well, I'm going to donate something. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I'm donating right now. I think everyone should be donating right now. Okay, well, I donated. So I encourage everyone to try and do this. I'll post the link again a couple of times, but I encourage people to do this. This is definitely Caleb's a good kid. I'm sure he comes from good folks, and this is the kind of thing that can pretty much wipe out a family financially. So I think folks should help this family out. So I put the link in the in the chat. I'll post it again in a little bit. If any of the moderators want to go into that link and then keep posting it, please do so. Let's see, where did I leave off here? Let's see, the bet's here. Good to see you. You know, I've only got 1 thumbs down. Speaking of the bet, makes me think of the trolls for some reason. I'm just kidding. But I've only got one thumbs down, so I don't know if I feel good about that or not. Let's see. Jeff Webster said there have been 3 deaths, 3 in California, population 39 million. Of those, 15 are younger, but the libtard teachers union wants to keep the schools closed. Well, they don't want to do any work, I guess. Blue Shirt Buddha snuck in here. I didn't see you come in, sir. How you doing, man? One of my watch buddies. One of my OG channel supporters of Blue Shirt Buddha. Big New York Rangers fan. That's where the blue shirt part comes from. I'm not really sure where the Buddha part comes from. But the blue shirt thing refers to the fact he's a New York Rangers fan. Yet he still supports my channel, even though I'm a Boston Bruins fan. Let's see. Mr. Hogue says I'm okay. Well, I appreciate that. Rick Sanchez is here. I didn't see him sneak in. There he is up there. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you, sir. One of my more left-leaning friends, but always good to see him. All are welcome here, no matter what their political persuasion. I guess Lou took off. I haven't seen him comment since that one little, blurb out there. Let's see. Mike Vick says, I don't mind being sick for a few days if that's the worst that can happen. Well, for some people, Mike, COVID might manifest itself as being sick for a few days, quote unquote. A good friend of mine, one of my car club buddies here locally, he got COVID from somebody at his job, and he's younger than me. He's in pretty good health, maybe a little overweight, but not bad. And he was sick for more than a few days, I can tell you. So this is not something that should be screwed around with, in my opinion. If you can get the shot, I would get it. But, it is a personal decision. It should not be a decision that's forced on by governments or any kind of private institution. This is a decision you make with your doctor. Nobody else. Let's see. Where are we at? Nate, the hopeful Wolverine fan, is here. He's late, but we'll forgive him for that. Rick Sanchez, I agree with you. Mandatory vaccines sound very tyrannical, and you're no conservative. Yes, I'll agree with that too. But yes, mandatory vaccines are probably not constitutional. There's nothing in the Constitution that says that just because you are a living, breathing entity, that the government can force you to do a medical procedure. I don't think that would pass constitutional scrutiny. I mean, they're going to try. I mean, this administration, above all else, is one of those administrations that's obviously not above mandating things. So they're going to try, but they're going to fail. So, we'll see what happens there. But I hope they don't try. I mean, this would be one thing I hope they don't try. I hope they don't try a lot of things, but this is one thing I'm really, really strongly hoping they don't try to do. Well, let's see. Let's see. Rick says, whoops, I passed that. I shouldn't have. Rick says masks make sense to him. They slow the transmission. Perhaps. I think it's more of a, a control thing than anything else, but it might help slow transmission. So who knows? Let's see. Mike, if you can't afford to do that kind of thing, That's understandable. I mean, some people can't afford to do that kind of thing. Doesn't mean that you don't care. It just means that you can't afford to do it right now. Let's see. Well, Caleb, we've gotten the total up from 770 to 925, so that's pretty good. That's something. We can, every little bit helps, right? Nate Lou was here. I think he took off. He's very important and busy person. Just ask him; he'll tell you. He'll tell you a lot. So he's very busy, very important. So very too busy and too important for a little channel like this. So that's okay. Let's see. Where are we here? Mike, I can tell you that I got the shot yesterday. I got my first of two. It was the Moderna shot, and I haven't had any side effects, so I'm feeling fine. Let's see. Wilkie's here. He says, "What's up? I have that drunk feeling. Got new glasses today and feeling." Yeah, I know. Whenever I get new glasses on a prescription, it takes a couple of days for me to adjust. Patrick Milbank, all the way from the UK. He's here. Good afternoon to you, sir, or I guess good evening in your case. You're about, what, 6 hours ahead of me? So you're in the evening. He says, I'm well, and he's watching England versus Poland. That must be, is that a World Cup qualifier? Aren't we due for World Cup qualifying right about now? Let's see. Caleb says, thanks, y'all. This community means the world to me. And Pete offering to help to get the UGA Clemson game was heartwarming enough for me, and now the amazing support from my dad. I hope that by the end of this stream, we can bump that figure over 1,000. So I'm going to post the link again. So if even if you only donate $5, $10, whatever, let's try and get this over 1,000 on my stream today. I'd like to see that happen. I really would. Let's see. Traction Jackson is here. Good to see you. What are you saying here? Vaccines to travel on planes and public transportation. Yeah, that's part of that vaccine passport bullshit that they're circulating out there. I hope that never comes to fruition. I don't think they can make that happen. I don't think it is constitutional. And I think that has a little bit too much Nazi Germany overtones. So, papers, please. Show us your papers. You must have papers to travel and go into places and go shopping. You must have your papers. No, I don't like this idea. Sounds a little too Gestapo to me. I'm particularly sensitive to that kind of crap. Let's see. Slim Shady's here. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Jesse Jay says he just donated. Let's see. Let's see where we're at here. Well, good job, Jesse. Thank you. Caleb, we just got you over 1,000. You're at 1,025 now. So, don't forget to share this thing, or share it on your Facebook, share it on your YouTube channel or whatever. Don't forget to share the thing too. Get some other people involved. Hopefully Lou will publicize it. BVD will publicize it. Pete's already said he's going to, so maybe we can get you to $5,000. Who knows? Well, we got you over 1,000. How about we set a new goal? Let's see if we can get you over 1,250. That'd be nice. Let's see. Where are we now? Okay, so it's so Patrick Milbank's watching England versus Poland, so it's a Euro qualifier. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, I'm not a big soccer fan, admittedly. I used to play it when I was a kid. Used to enjoy playing it in summer camp and recreational leagues and that kind of thing. But I never could sit down and watch it on TV. But that's just me. Let's see. Yeah, I remember that, Mike. Yeah, I remember when the U.S. was going to host the World Cup and America didn't even qualify for it. And Lou just went on a rant. I think that video is probably up somewhere. He said, "How in the world did we not qualify for the World Cup?" It's like, because men's soccer in this country sucks. So come on, man. Let's see. Nate asked me, "Did you see my Uno Mavs get destroyed by Minnesota?" No, I did. Oh, Nebraska. No, I didn't. I didn't get to see that. No, wait. Uno University of who? Oh God, you told me about this game last week. I forgot the game. No, but I didn't. I don't get to see college hockey very much. And you know, you told me it was on TV that night, but I just didn't get to see it. Let's see. Real Big Lee says everything our government does is unconstitutional, pretty much nowadays, anyway. And that goes for both types of government, whether it's Republican or Democrat. Most of the stuff they do now could probably be considered unconstitutional. But the 10th Amendment was thrown away a century ago. So, yeah, I mean, you could argue that a lot of the stuff they do is not in the Constitution as being mandated or as being powers delegated to the federal government. They are usually delegated to either the people or the state governments. But the federal government is just taking them over without amending the Constitution. So you could definitely make an argument that a lot of what is going on is indeed unconstitutional, but you'd play hell trying to prove it. Let's see. Caleb says, "Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully by the time September rolls around, we can afford to go to UGA Clemson and y'all can see him and hang out." Well, I think that would be a very laudable goal to get your father healthy and get him to a point where he can go to that game. Oh, J-Dub says UNO is Nebraska Omaha. Okay, yeah. I remember Nate told me about that game coming on that night, and I just missed it. I'm sorry, Nate. You told me about it, and I missed it. Jay Malloy is here. Jeff Malloy, sorry. No, I've not been watching that trial very much up there in Minnesota. I hear it's a bit of a circus. I've been watching snippets and video clips on YouTube and other places, but for the most part, it's just a circus. No matter what the outcome is, there are going to be riots, so that's kind of a given. So I'm just sit back and excuse me while I clean my glasses. I just sit back and watch, watch for the end of the trial, and then if he's found not guilty, I'll watch the cities burn. And if he's found guilty, I'll watch the cities burn anyway, because they'll be quote unquote celebrating. So either way, cities are going to burn. So what's to watch? Nothing I can think of. Let's see. J-Dub asks, would I rather have door 1, door 2, or the box? Jay is bringing down the aisle. I don't know. What are you talking about? You're playing Monty Hall with me? For what? I don't know. What are you talking about, man? Jesse J said, hoarding. I think you mean herding us like sheep, putting us in corrals just like they want us to be. Yeah, you're right, Jesse. I mean, I ain't going to argue with you. Shannon Mitchell's here. Good to see you. Nate is informing us that Minnesota beat Nebraska Omaha in hockey 7-2. Doesn't surprise me, man. Minnesota is one of those really, really good college hockey teams. Traveling Fool is speaking truth when he says Constitution doesn't mean much to this administration. Doesn't mean much to most administrations, but this one in particular, they don't seem to care. Caleb, we're up to 1,060. Let's try and get it to 1,100, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in again. Let's get this to 1,100. See if we can do that. Then we'll shoot for higher than that. Let's see if we can get to 1,100. Georgia Forever is saying that opening day in baseball is tomorrow. That would be April 1st. Okay, not really a baseball fan, but for people who love baseball, tomorrow is going to be a great day. Good for them. I'm not a big baseball fan myself, but let's see. Oh, my older daughter just texted me, so I have to look at that. Raj. Oh, okay. Well, for those of you who don't know, my daughter graduated officially graduated from the University of Florida with her teaching degree during COVID. And she didn't get a graduation ceremony. So there was one attempt to do it in December, which was aborted. And now the University of Florida is going to give the people who didn't get a chance to walk in graduation in spring of 2020, they're going to get a chance to do their graduation ceremony in early May of this year. And she just contacted me to inform me that for graduation, she gets 4 tickets. That's it. So I guess it's me, my ex-wife, my other daughter, and I don't know, her boyfriend. The older daughter's boyfriend. I guess that'll be the 4 tickets. Me, ex, my other daughter, my younger daughter, and my older daughter's boyfriend. That's 4. So 4 tickets. All that money I poured into UF for my daughter to graduate college, and I get 4 tickets. Thanks a lot, China, for once again screwing my life up. Terrific. Anyway, I'll have to respond to her. Actually, I'll respond to her now. Hang on a minute. She's asking me what's the point with 4 tickets. I said, the point is I paid for this. I'm going. Fuckers. Let's see. C-Dog, I didn't see 3 messages from you, so don't worry about it. Lagging out is that's a fact of life online, so don't worry about it. I see we got a lot of baseball fans in here. I think Pizza Woman wants baseball to have fans or they won't watch. So uh, yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure baseball will be able to accommodate fans at some level. I mean, we have the vaccines now. We have things that are different now than they were last year. So I think they'll accommodate fans this year. I wouldn't worry about that. Let's see. I didn't know J Dub and Mike Vick were in a constitutional discussion here. I must have missed that. He's saying J Dub says wrong, Vic. Constitution says only what the government is allowed to do. It is a restraining document, not an empowering document. This is true. Or as Obama, the Marxist, pointed out, the Constitution is a document of negative liberties. It says what the government can't do, not what they can do. The Constitution was put in place to limit the power of government, not encourage it. At least that's the way it was written. And now it's been perverted all to hell. So God only knows what's going to happen down in the future. Megan is here. He says, long time no listen, working too much, but I'm here now. Good to see you. Wish you would come up with a better screen name, but okay. J-Dub does make a very good point. Problem with the trial up in Minnesota is the cop was overcharged. Well, I think the prosecutor's trying to make a name for himself by trying to put this cop away for forever. He's probably going to fail because you're right, he overcharged him. He should have gone for a plea deal on a lesser charge and spared everyone the agony of this trial, which is unnecessary. He should have just let him play out. Real Big Lee says, congratulations to your daughter. His wife is a teacher. It's a passion for my older daughter. She really wanted to do this. Rick Sanchez wants to know if I ever read Mein Kampf. Believe it or not, I have. I found it to be a very, very badly written book by a very unintelligent piece of garbage human being. I'm always been a big believer of reading stuff from the other side just to see how they think. But as a text that could teach or inform, it was garbage, absolute shit. Other than to give you insight into the mind of a madman. That's all I'm going to say about that. Megan says, I sure hope your daughter didn't come out of that university with a skull full of anti-American bullshit. No, she didn't. Because I kept talking to her all through college. That's the key. I mean, you can't just send your kid off to college and then stop talking to them and say, well, they're adults now. You know, it's their life and everything like that. No, you got to keep talking to your kids for the rest of their lives. You got to keep imparting your values and your opinions. Now, they may not end up believing all that you believe, but at least you're still talking to them. Pardon me. Raj. But you got to keep talking to your kids, even when they become adults, so that you don't lose that communication with them and you don't lose that influence with them. I'm 56 years old. My parents are still talking to me daily and still teaching me daily. I'm still being influenced by them every time I talk to them. So you got to stay in communication with your kids for the rest of your life and theirs, or else you will lose your kid to the darkness that is the modern education system. You got to keep that line of communication open. You've got to keep talking, or you'll lose them. and they will turn into complete strangers to you, and you will be ostracized from them. Traveling full said China sucks. We got taken at gunpoint there by military, stripped of all our belongings, and interrogated for hours. Oh, he must be talking about. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. That's terrible. Well, they don't care about human rights over there, so that really doesn't surprise me. It's terrible, but doesn't surprise me. Caleb says the internet is acting up over here at my granny's, so I'm going to head out and get ready for church soon. Thank you all again and be good. Spelling Bee Man out. Well, Spelling Bee Man leaves, and we're still at 1,060 on the GoFundMe. Let's try and get this over 1,100 for Caleb, shall we? Again, there's the link to the GoFundMe page. See if we can get a few more bucks in there and see if we can get him over 1,100. They're on their way to a $5,000 goal. Let's see. Michael Hogue wants to know if I prefer glasses or contacts. I like my glasses. I don't intend to get contacts. I actually think I look better with glasses on. And I really don't want to see a finger coming at my eye like this. I don't think I can do it. So I'm going to stick with the glasses. I don't think they look bad. So I'm happy with them. And besides, all I have to do when I wake up in the morning is reach over on my nightstand, grab my glasses, put them on, and I can see. I don't have to stumble into the bathroom half blinded and try and poke myself in the eye so that I can start seeing again. Well, Mike Vick, I'm pretty sure that the cop is going to be convicted. It's just what he will be convicted of is sort of up in the air right now. And then, there's also a chance he may not be convicted. There's so much testimony on both sides. The jury's going to have to figure that out. It's going to be very messy. Slim Shady Canes is of the opinion that Mr. Vick is going to be disappointed. Mike Hogue thinks that this cop will be convicted on manslaughter. I don't think they're trying him for manslaughter. I don't think. I think that they're trying him for murder. Are they going for first-degree murder or second-degree murder? I'm not really sure. Let's see. Jesse J says my sister is a special ed teacher, $40K a year job, and $100K in student debt. So yeah, go down to old America. Well, yeah, teachers are grossly underpaid. Florida, they're paying better now, so I'm hopeful that my daughter will make a good living. We shall see. Let's see. Mike Vick says he deserves to be locked up forever. Police should not be above the law. They have to be held accountable. I agree with that, but cops, like everyone else, are innocent until proven guilty, and the prosecutor has to prove the charge he's making against him. Third-degree murder is the charge. Well, they're going to have to prove third-degree murder. I'm not really sure what third-degree murder means. I know second-degree murder means that you killed someone but you didn't intend to. I think that's the Reader's Digest version of second-degree murder, as opposed to first-degree murder where you killed with intent. But I don't know what third-degree murder is. If somebody wants to tell me, that's fine. But if they're going to overcharge the guy and he walks, then he walks. They have to prove him guilty. Hang on a minute. My daughter obviously wants to talk to me. That was my younger daughter. She was calling to inform me that she's on the road from Gainesville to here, so she'll be here soon. Oh boy. Going to be an eventful weekend. Let's see. Where was I? Let's see. Let's see. Slim Shady Kane says, I don't know if he will or will not be convicted, but legally there is nothing they can really convict on. Okay, well, we'll see, Slim. Megan Megan says, can you imagine the violence that will take place over this country if the cop is acquitted? Oh, yeah, I can imagine it because we've seen it before. We saw it in the LA riots. After what was that guy's name? You know, can we all just get along? That guy, whatever his name was, that those cops were acquitted because the prosecutor he tried to overreach. We saw riots all through the summer. We'll see more of it. I'm sure we'll see even more of it than we did over the summer if they acquit this guy. I don't know what's going to happen. I just, what I would say is everyone should be prepared, especially if you live in or near a big city. You should be prepared for disruptions. You should be prepared for, I know that guys like Slim and probably Jesse, who are truckers, they're probably not going to want to roll into a big city to make deliveries. If the cities are burning and there's no security. I mean, come on, Slim, would you drive into say Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, or near downtown Atlanta to make a delivery if the cops weren't doing what they're supposed to do because they're too busy trying to quell a riot, or they're just setting up a perimeter and letting them burn? I mean, all through the summer, we heard the cops wouldn't, the truckers wouldn't deliver to Minneapolis because the cops weren't going to be able to guarantee their safety. So I would be prepared if this trial goes badly and you live near a major city. I'd be prepared for your life to be majorly disrupted and perhaps in danger. Perhaps you might want to consider leaving. Let's see. Slim Shady says, held accountable for what, Mike Vick? A drug overdose? Jesse is agreeing with Slim. Let's see. Mike Hogue says, Slim Shady Kane, so you're saying that was right for Chauvin? I never knew how to pronounce the guy's name. Chauvin, to put him in a sleeper hold and basically killing him. Why do you think that a lot of police departments have done away with that hold? That's a good point. Let's see. Traveling Fool says, only thing that cop deserves is a fair trial with a jury of his peers. Well, we all deserve that, sir. No matter how bad a person you are or what you've done, you are innocent until proven guilty. You are entitled to a fair trial with a jury of your peers. So he's getting that. Now, hopefully he gets a fair trial, but I guess we'll see what happens. Slim Shady Kane said that's not what happened. People need to get their feelings out of it and look at the facts. I think he's responding to Mr. Hogue. And Wilkie is agreeing with Slim. And Hogue shoots back. Slim Shady Kane, what are the facts in there and when everyone can see it plain as day what he was doing to George Floyd? I would be surprised if he was acquitted. No, but I think that will be the case. I don't think Rodney King. Thank you, Mr. Hogue. That was the name I was looking for, the Rodney King case. Mike, I don't think this cop is going to be acquitted, but I think he is going to be charged with a lesser offense maybe involuntary manslaughter, or maybe something smaller than murder. If he's convicted at all, I don't think it's going to be murder. I think it's going to be involuntary manslaughter. And that's not going to be good enough for the people of Minnesota that are angry about this, and they are going to demand their retribution. Slim wants to know, I guess, speaking of Mike Hogue, about did you watch the entire 45-minute video? I'm pretty sure very few people have. Jesse Day said cops are getting blamed for everything these days, period, no matter what they do. See a cop, thank a cop, and our vets are constantly getting shit on. I agree with that. Slim comes back with more. The fact that he died of a drug overdose while using common restraint method. Let's see. Jesse is telling us he is strapped, and so is Slim. I would certainly hope so in this day and age. Well, anyway. Mike Ho says, I've seen a good portion of the video, and I'm not saying that Floyd didn't do anything wrong, but there were other ways he could have restrained him. Like I said, that is why a lot of departments who are prohibiting chokeholds now. That said, my brother is a cop, and I support them 100%, just like I do with veterans, but you have to weed out the bad cops. I can't argue with that, Mr. Hogue. You do need to weed out the bad cops, but you also can't restrain the good cops to the point where they can do nothing. Like the cops in Atlanta at the Slob Olympics, who are basically driving by and watching all kinds of law breaking and lawlessness going on. I mean, most of it was traffic related stuff, but I mean, people were blazing up all over the place with the marijuana, and the cops were doing, I mean, I saw cops walking right by the hotel we were staying at, and the drive area, the valet parking area reeked of marijuana, and the cops just walked right by. Didn't twitch, didn't say a damn word. Bothered us while we were playing cornhole, but people smoking marijuana, which is, as far as I know, is still illegal in Georgia at the moment. Raj. It's still illegal in Georgia to smoke pot, but they were allowing them to do it. So, you tell me. Anyway, I'm going to, I realize I'm late dropping the link in here, but I'm getting a little tired listening to myself talk. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link in, see if some folks want to come in for about half an hour or so until I have to sign off. Yeah. Still only one thumbs down on this stream. I'm shocked by that. I got 21 thumbs ups, which I appreciate, but only one thumbs down. I'm a little surprised by that. Now let's see, little update. We're still at $1,060 on Caleb's GoFundMe thing for his father. I would like to see if we could get a couple more people to donate something to get him over 1,100. Before the stream ends. So if, I'll put the link in there again. If you want to help out Caleb's family with medical expenses. And we have the Shady Cane Slim Man.
What's going on, boss?
What's up, man?
Another day in paradise.
Speak up just a little bit, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. So, I remember. I remember that when the riots in Minnesota were happening after this cop thing first had, the George Floyd thing first happened, and they were rioting pretty badly. I remember seeing stories on TV and so on, and on the YouTubes that truckers were saying that they're not going to deliver in the area because they can't. The cops can't guarantee their safety, especially if people were going through with the threat of defunding the cops. Do you think that's going to be prevalent if this goes sideways and they start rioting again?
Oh yeah, especially with guys that own their own trucks and are not running company trucks.
Yeah, I guess if you own a company truck, you probably wouldn't care if the thing got torched.
Yeah, Raj. Yeah. If you own your own damn truck, you ain't going nowhere. Company truck, fuck it, leave it.
Well, it not even that. Ain't no paycheck worth me putting myself in that position. I've had to put myself in that position one time, and that was to get into Milwaukee and get out because my cousin asked me to come get her because she was 5 or 6 months pregnant at the time.
Oh, Tyler Buckner, future Heisman winner. That's a new name in here. I didn't see that before. He says, SaleenDriver, YouTube's favorite grandpa. Thank you. I'm not a grandpa yet officially. Neither of my children have had children. Neither of my children are even conceiving. So I'm not a grandpa yet.
Michael Hoger, hey brother, no, I'm not, you're good, brother. I'm not mad at, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. And y'all can say what you want to. I don't really care. Y'all know me, y'all met me. Slim, you the same damn way. You act like a thug, you can get treated like a thug. You act like an asshat, you're gonna get treated like an asshat. You have no respect for the law, you have no respect for yourself, and you have no respect for the other people around you. You get what you deserve. Period. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I've been raised that way. And people don't realize that it falls on the parents. It falls on the people who are raising these kids and raising these people, that say, to disrespect the law and disrespect people. If they say something to you, then the parents tell them, well, then you need to do this or do that. I don't understand. I really don't, because I grew up a lot different than a lot of people. And Slim and Saleen and a lot of people that met me can realize that. So I don't understand why people get in, I'm not saying people in here, but I'm saying people in general. They want to look at cops and look at the veterans and the people that's been out there that's serviced our country, that's give us the right to do what we do. So I have a real problem when people start disrespecting. Yes, there is bad people out there. I'm not going to lie. Slim, you'll agree with me. Hell, me and you talk all the damn time. There is bad cops out there. There's bad people out there. Shit happens.
I've been in several different lines of work encompassing several different industries, and I've met bad people in every one of them. So I don't know why people would think that policing is going to be any different.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't have any problem with anybody that disagrees with me. Me and Mike Vick disagree, don't think any less of him. Me and Michael Hogg disagree, don't think any less of him.
I'm the same way.
It's just the way everybody has their opinions. I will say this. For the people that think that they can tell cops how to do their job, why don't you try and do their job first?
Exactly. Thank you, Slim.
I spent 2.5 years as a correctional officer in a prison. It's real easy to say that you can find some other way to subdue somebody. You will not believe how hard it is to subdue somebody in handcuffs that does not want to be subdued.
Right. Okay,
I've seen plenty of videos of that. I mean, I have never tried to do it myself, but I've seen plenty of videos of.
Let's put this out there. A lot of people out here want to put these in these comments or whatever, the chokehold. Take somebody that's D4 size, that's 6'4", 6'5", and 350, 360 pounds. Take somebody that's me and Slim size, that's 6 foot plus, 3 bills. What are you going to do?
Me?
I mean, as a cop, as a trained professional, whatever. If somebody, especially like me, that's had a few to drink, that's pretty, can get ornery at times, but I respect everybody. But you get somebody like D4 or somebody bigger than him, and it takes 3 or 4 guys to take him down. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to fucking put a chokehold on the dude. I mean, that's simple fucking training. But at the same time, I understand where people's coming from. But you got to realize, man, you look at some of these cops out there, they're not that big. I mean, they're just normal sized guys, 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 160, 170 pounds. And there's some of them, yeah, that whoop your ass. But and like the real big lady down there, he's like 6'4", 6'5", and pushing 350, 360. I mean, you're gonna have to do what you have to do to get the dude down. And tasers don't work on people our size. I'm gonna go and tell you that right now. I've been tased multiple times just from fucking off in the yard, and I've got law enforcement in my family too. It hurts, but it don't take me down.
Let me tell you something about that, Jesse. When I worked at the prison, we had to go through training every year on the tasers. Well, guess what we had to do? We had to get tased. And we had to sit through a 3-hour class on it. Does it take 3 hours to go through the training? No. So what did we do to kill some time? We would see how long we could take it.
Yeah. It's like pepper spray.
They're just not that bad. They really aren't.
No, they're not.
Especially once you get used to it. And then if you introduce alcohol into somebody's system, if you introduce a lot of different kind of drugs, whether it be methamphetamines, PCP, fentanyl, it's going to have absolutely no effect on them.
No effect. None. Well,
I mean, there's videos out there of a cop putting 17 rounds into a guy high on PCP, and he never stopped.
Yeah, and people don't see what we see every day, Slim. I mean, people have not realized, and people watch videos and they, you want to critique it and they want to say, well, he should have did this, he should have did. Hey, if you want to critique it and you want to do it, how about you go do the job?
And I even agree with people to a point. What he did was by the book up until the man was unresponsive.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Michael Hogue, I seen your comment right there. You say you're talking about didn't work and use other holes. I would love to see you get a hold of D4 and try to get him in another hole.
I met D4. He's a big dude. I couldn't have met. Now I'm 6 foot, at the time, probably about 198 to 200 pounds. So I'm not a small man. I'm not as big as any of you guys, but I'm not small.
They're not hunting big game.
I think if I jumped up on D4's back and put him in a choke, I don't think I could take him down even with the choke. I really think the man probably wouldn't respond. I think it'd slow him down a little bit, but I don't think just me at average size would take him down. I really don't.
Well, you would actually be surprised because the choke applied properly is not cutting off air. All you're doing is cutting off blood flow to the brain, and they're going to go down in a matter of 30 to 45 seconds.
Exactly. I've been putting one. My big ass, you've met me, Saleen. My big ass got put down one time. If applied, like Slim said, if it's applied properly, you can drop somebody quick. My buddy, he's a Georgia State Patrol officer. Motherfucker put one on me one time and dropped my ass in about 20 seconds. Wasn't no fucking joke either. He had to roll me over and slap me in the face. You all right? I said, God damn. He's like, I'm telling you, it fucking works.
Yeah, it does. But an average size cop on an oversized guy, you gotta do what you gotta do to take the oversized guy off his feet and subdue him. You just don't want to kill him. That's all. But I mean, and now the question I have, and I can't seem to find a good answer anywhere. I'm admittedly, I stopped trying after a while. Was if this Floyd character hadn't had the drugs in his system that he had, would what the cop did have necessarily led to his death?
No.
I didn't think so either, but you'd be surprised at how many people are, don't believe that and say, well, the cop would have, what the cop did would have killed him anyway. I'm not sure I believe that, but what I'm worried about is that
like Slim said,
many
if you
jurors are going to believe that, and how many aren't.
Let's go to the brain. Sorry about that, Slim.
So if the drugs contributed to Floyd's death, then how are you going to convict the cop on murder? At best, it's involuntary manslaughter.
It's redneck noise. Is what it is.
Now here's the problem with it that a lot of people don't see, and I guess you call it an unintended consequence, or just it may even be an intended consequence to some people. You had a police shooting in Nashville 2 weeks ago. Because of all these new rules they have out there to save people stealing from big scary cop got shot twice and almost died in a situation that it never should have happened.
Mike Hogg is asking you too about pressure points. Applying pressure to pressure points would have been effective.
Yeah, maybe not. My wife knows a lot of them. My wife's a 3rd-degree black belt in Gosharu karate. She knows a lot of them. Some of them I can power out of. Some of them are more effective than others.
Well, I was going to say, it just depends, man. I mean,
because both of y'all saw my wife. She's not very big. She's 5'3", 140 pounds, give or take.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't fucking with her. I've met her. I ain't messing with her. Just she's a redhead like my wife. You ain't gonna fuck with nobody like that. I mean, yeah. And Real Big Lee says the same thing. These cops are dying for doing their job correctly. I mean, like the shit here in Atlanta when that shit happened. It was horrible, man. I mean, I was like, if you come at me and I'm a cop and you grab my gun, I'm sorry. It's me or you.
Here's the whole problem with the Atlanta shooting. 2 weeks before it, the prosecutor, very same prosecutor in Atlanta, charged a police officer for pulling a taser on somebody and quoted Georgia law that a taser is a deadly weapon. 2 weeks later, a cop shoots somebody that's pointing the cop's own taser at him, and all of a sudden it's a problem. You can't have it both ways.
Nope. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Slim.
Well, that's probably why the Atlanta PD is.
It's really easy for people to come in here and have weeks and months and everything to break down the film. Police officers don't have that kind of time to act. They have
seconds.
They have seconds, and they get critiqued forever. It's easy for us to sit there and say that definitely the cop should have done something different. Absolutely. He should have got off that dude sooner. But have I seen people get on somebody's back to get control of them? Yes, a lot. And it does happen. Is it something that they teach us to do? No. But, is it something that sometimes you have to do to get the job done? Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. The guy was high on drugs, and he had fought the cops. What do you want to do for the cops to keep fighting them? You meet force with force. Okay. That's exactly what happens.
Well,
you meet.
And even beyond that, if people actually watch the entire 45-minute video, up until he started kicking the door off of the cop car, they were very accommodating for him.
Yeah. Well,
he was freaking out and spazzing off into the galaxy, and they stayed there with him, opened the window for him because he was hollering. I mean, just in handcuffs in the back of the car, nobody touching him. He's hollering he couldn't breathe.
Yep.
Rick Sanchez up there is basically making us sound like we're the conservative twins. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Them dudes are the two realest motherfuckers on this earth right here. And people, he's down there saying we sold out. Motherfucker, we ain't sold out. We realists. Okay, we're here on this earth and we see it every damn day. Me, Slim, and Wilkie right here. we see it every day, and we've been through it. So I don't want to hear we sold out. I don't want to hear we like conservative twins. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I can go and tell you, I haven't sold out anything because
I ain't sold out shit.
I've had a gun pulled on me by a bad cop and went and dealt with it the right way.
Well, we've all had bad experiences.
There's a way not to deal with things. You want to find every dickhead cop on the force, carry a gun on you every day legally. You'll find them all.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. I mean, is there bad cops out there? Absolutely. There's bad cops out there. There's bad officers where I work at, and I'm not a cop. But, you know, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good. And I can assure you that I would say 99% of the people that I work with, they don't come to work thinking, oh, I'm coming to start trouble today. I'm coming to stir problems.
They're trying to get the fuck home is what they're trying to do.
8 until
work their fucking shift to go to the house.
8 into the gate.
And, you know what I'm saying?
You know, that's why I think these people that go on here, you know, have unrealistic expectations. Like I love Mike Vick, but in the comments they should have tranquilized him. Well, the cops don't carry tranquilizer guns. They don't. So,
but guess what? Because every single person's different, as soon as you hit somebody with it and they die, then you're going to end up right back in the same place.
Absolutely. Let me tell you this. I seen a video once. And I don't know if it's ever been on the news or anything, but this is a video from the early 90s. They pepper sprayed a guy. Okay. And they this was in a prison. Not out in the public, because I don't know if it's ever been on thing, but it was a oil-based pepper spray. Okay. Well, then when they tased him right after that, he started to catch on fire in certain places. So, you know, what if that would have happened in the street? People would have persecuted the guy, even though the cop didn't realize that's what was going to happen. I'm sure if the cop knew that's what was going to happen, it happened. Well, he wasn't a cop. He was an officer. But I don't know.
I know. Well, you know, Michael Hogan, hey, brother, like I know. If you were in the Army, I understand, brother, and I appreciate your service, son. I always think best. I mean, I'll be in the gas station, grocery store. Hell, I'll be in antique shop if I see somebody wearing something Army veteran, and I thank them. I'm just that way because I am very pro veteran in law enforcement and everything.
Better than me. You
know, I'm not saying you didn't sell out or anybody, and I understand a lot of people in the military. It's been like JoJo Bugs. I've talked to him several times. He's a Marine. Georgia Forever is a Marine. What's that one guy in DVD straight that comes in there, the Bama guy? He's a Marine. Bama Marine. You know, I thank all y'all veterans. I mean, all the law enforcement out there for helping us. But, you know, I'm not saying people sell out people. I believe what the fuck I believe. And if you say I sell out, then it's your fucking opinion. You know, what Wilkie does, what Slim does, and what I do, and what a lot of people do, don't see it every day. They don't see it, period. They sit there and type.
Easy.
And they, you know.
Easy. You know, there's friends of mine that have seriously been injured going to work every day. Seriously been injured. I watched a girl when I was in control once get the shit kicked out of her, and there was nothing I could do but sit there and watch on the camera and try to help run the doors. That's it. She had to go to the hospital. She was out for 6 months. 6 months over a little bit of drugs. You know.
Oh yeah, I've seen that plenty of times because, you know, the way it was at the prison I worked, you had each unit building. You had 2 pods in each unit. Mm-hmm. You had 158 inmates per pod, and you had little old me in the pod. There ain't no S on my chest. I can't take on 168 people. So when somebody was getting beat down in there, I could do nothing but call the code and wait on some more people to show up. And even then, it's only about 4 people coming running.
See, one thing I don't understand is going on in the comments here is Mr. Sanchez here, who I think we can all agree is a bit left of center.
No.
Yeah, he's talking about the conservative twins, who I like, and I watch their stuff all the time, and I'm subscribed to them on YouTube and on Parler. Yes, I'm on Parler. He said they sold out. I don't understand what the sellout is. I mean, I've been
Because
watching
they're
them.
black and they're he thinks they're Uncle Tom's now.
Because they're conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
And they're
you
black.
get that angle from them, and you also get, there's some other
Okay.
people that I follow don't like them because, simply because of sponsorships they have
Yeah.
and, things that the sponsors promote or do. And I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
To me, the biggest problem is people look at too much stuff from one side. Sure, I tend to lean conservative. There are plenty of things I disagree with people on the right about, but I don't just look at one side of it. Yeah, I'll watch guys like Steven Crowder or Ben Shapiro, but I'll also turn around and watch guys like Tim Pool and Dave Rubin to get a more left-leaning perspective on things.
Well, that's the way it should be. You should get you should get both. You should get multiple sides of any subject and draw your own conclusions. Like, Glenn Beck. I'm sure everyone here knows who Glenn Beck is. One of the things he says constantly is, "Don't trust me. Do your own research. Do your own homework. Find original sources. Read, study. Make your own mind up. Don't be a not mind-numbed robot." And that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Because I think people that say that they agree with everything on one side of the aisle, whether it's left or right, is either a liar or an idiot.
And mods out there, if that double X jackass says another stupid thing like that again, time him out for me. I'm trying to pay attention here more and there less. So
okay, yeah. Hey, Rick, no, you good, man. No, I'm not trying to straw you, dude. We all have opinions. Like I said, we all can get in here and talk and have a good time. But yeah, you're good, brother. I just about damn all my families and my wife's family's in law enforcement, so I know where you coming from, brother.
And it's like I said to start this all off with, and I know Saleen said, basically the same thing before. Just because we have a different opinion, or you have a different opinion than me, or I have a different opinion than you, I don't think you're an asshole for it. Don't make a claim that I'm an asshole for it. We just disagree. That's all. Wilkie thinks that West Virginia is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I think they're absolutely terrible.
Hey, Rick, I'm gonna pull my cam up there, Rick. You say I'm showing my colors. I'm gonna show you something there, brother. I'm gonna put my cam on, and I'm gonna show you something. You say I'm showing my colors.
Hey, pizza woman, who's Boiler Rump? Who's Boiler Rump? Did I miss a meeting here?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Jesse didn't
Well, what happened to Jesse? Oh, there he is.
All right, brother. Rick, I'm gonna show you something there, bud. This ain't for the faint of heart. I come from the bottom of South. I come here. You see this right here? I was shot 3 times. Here, and in the back. Shattered everything I had because I was with somebody I wasn't supposed to be with that night. And and he died. So I don't want to fucking hear my true colors, because I'm telling you what, son, I don't come from nothing, but I have had a lot of fucking friends die. I was in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. So,
and guess what? I'm sure Jesse would agree. There are plenty of cops out there that have been found guilty. I said that cop that shot Walter Scott in South Carolina deserved to get the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And
I still believe that.
You can look at you can look at any business, any industry, any organization. There's going to be bad people in anything. My dad, for example, went out of his way to get bad doctors thrown out of practice. He used to brag about all the doctors that he helped put out of business. And he's still doing it today. I mean, the man has testified in court against doctors. He's reported them. Thank God he didn't have to do that very often, but he's managed to knock about a half dozen doctors out of practice over his career, which was a long career. So, there are way more good people in most industries than there are bad. But there are the bad folks in every organization, in every industry.
Do you want to know the truth about cops?
My daughter's calling me again. Y'all entertain yourselves for a minute, please.
The truth about cops is this: there are bad cops and there are good cops. There's every different type of cop that you could imagine because they come from society. So you're getting every type of person that's taking that job is what you're getting. You're getting a mix of everybody taking that job. If you want higher standards for these cops, pay them more money. Absolutely pay them more money. Then you can be stricter on them. There's not enough. There's too many people out there criticizing these guys and not enough quality people that, not quality people. That's a bad thing, but you're not paying these guys enough money to be that particular with what you're getting,
Yeah,
Sorry, my daughter's insane.
To his point exactly. There's a reason I drive a truck now and I no longer work in corrections. I make almost triple what I made working in Department of Corrections.
DOC don't pay nothing.
No,
No, hell no, they don't pay nothing.
And that's a job a lot of cops say that they won't even do. And
when I worked for the state, now this was about 10 years ago since I've been with the state, I made $22,000 a year. It was like $11 an hour. It was awful.
Yeah, we were on salary in Tennessee, and we figured it up one day. It came out to $12.75 an hour to work in an actual prison.
Yeah.
Now here's something else, and if I didn't follow certain channels, I never would have heard this. But it's something that stuck with me, and it's how I even deal with the cops that we would perceive being a dickhead when you get pulled over. You take a cop that shows up, and he used a particular incident. You take a cop that shows up for a group of kids causing a scene at a movie theater because, parents drop their kids off the movie theater these days. Okay, bunch of kids raising hell at a movie theater. The manager calls the cops. The parents showed up pissed off because, according to the kids, the cop was a dickhead. Well, how do you know that cop didn't just get done cleaning up some kid off the side of the road that got hit by a drunk driver?
Yep. Exactly right.
I mean, you just do not know, and myself included. I've had plenty of friends that were cops and I've heard plenty of stories. We don't realize half of what they have to put up with on a daily basis.
Very true.
Yep. Mike, I banned Greenberg. He's gone. He won't come back. Well, he'll probably come back as a troll, but he won't.
Who's
come back.
Greenberg?
Jason Greenberg. He's
Oh.
done.
Okay.
He's done. So goodbye. Thanks for playing, though. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Green.
Spin the wheel and get denied.
Yep. Razorback fan is here. Good to see you, sir. I'm sorry you didn't get a notification. That happens sometimes. What else did I miss here? Oh, now I know what a boiler ump is, so that's good to know.
I've never heard of that either.
And Mr. Sanchez is absolutely convinced that we only like the conservative twins because they're black conservatives. No, because I don't care what color they are. The fact that they are
They're damn
entertaining.
good fucking Americans is what they are.
They're entertaining, they're smart, they're funny, and I don't care if they're black, white, yellow, or purple with greens.
They
with
damn
green
good
polka
people.
dots.
You know what?
They make good content and they entertain me.
You know what?
You know what?
I really don't care who doesn't like this, but to me, the people that want to keep calling out race over every single thing in this world are the racists of this world.
Exactly,
I
Slim.
agree
Thank
with
you
that,
very
too.
much, brother. Thank
I
you.
agree.
Damn right. Will.
I mean, you know, I'll give you I'll give you another example. I don't know the man's politics. I assume they're left of center. But Tom Cruise, to me, in his personal life, is a bit of a Fruit Loop. You know, the Scientology thing and all that. He's a bit of a Fruit Loop. But you know
him
what?
and John Travolta's been shacking up for years. You know, Abercrombie and Bitch.
I mean, Cruise entertains me, especially the later stuff where he's got good comic timing. He's a motorhead. He does a lot of his own stunt work. He's a really good actor. He entertains the hell out of me, and I don't really care that he does the Scientology thing, or he's a bit of a kook in his real life. We're all a bit kooky in our real lives. Just ask Mr. Raj over there. He's a bit kooky.
What's a Fruit Loop?
Shut up, Mike. No.
Yeah, I know, like the cereal, but
Backwards,
Yeah.
Mike. Just a little backwards.
He's a bit. Never mind, Mike. Stop it.
A bit.
Anyway, I mean, I don't care about, when it comes to me being entertained, I don't care about what color you are. I don't care about none of that nonsense. I just, I care about, do you entertain me, and do you saying or doing something that I want to I want to be entertained with. If you're not, I'm not wasting my time. The conservative twins entertain me. I don't care if they're black conservatives or white conservatives or yellow conservatives or brown conservatives. They're conservatives. They have a message that I like, and I listen to them and I support them. So, okay. But you want to call them sellouts. That's your right. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Well, see, I followed them even before they got into the politics stuff when they were just doing their comedy routine, and I thought it was hilarious.
Rick, wait a minute. Where's that post?
Yeah, they got their fucking comedy's fucking hilarious.
I don't even know that. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, they do stand-ups. They travel all around the world. They do stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Hey, good to see you, Floridian. How you doing? Floridian's one of my watch buddies, so be good to Mr. Floridian. He's a good dude. I just got a text message from DVD. Why did I get a text message from him?
Yeah, he just texted me. You'll see.
Have you got your decoder ring to figure it out?
Yeah,
He says,
you got
"Good
to say, did you get your decoder ring from the cereal box?
It says drink
No.
more Ovaltine.
He said,
Damn, Wilkie.
DVD says, "Good afternoon, driver of Mustang. Just curious how good of a sense of humor you have." Oh, I have a good sense of humor.
Well, it involves you and me from yesterday.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
Well, I knew that was coming eventually. Well, I embarrassed myself, so I guess I deserve it.
What did you do?
Mr.
You didn't watch my
Howard,
live. You didn't watch the live stream yesterday. I did.
I didn't. I was sleeping.
Oh, that's right. You was on night shift.
Yeah, I'm off today.
Selene was about half asleep, and we was talking, and he got a phone call, and he gets up, and he's got just one shirt on, and he gets up, puts his stands up. He's in his black nut huggers, and he puts his finger in his underwear and takes it out of his ass and walks across the room. Ain't got no pants on.
Yeah, I embarrassed myself.
I know exactly what I'm doing when I finish this stream, by the way.
It's hilarious. Go about 21 minutes into my stream, you'll see it.
Yeah,
He gets up and he ain't got no
I know what
pants
I
on.
did. I embarrassed myself pretty good, but it was an emergency phone call, and I wasn't thinking because it was an emergency, and I had to take the call, and I had to get away from the computer,
It all
and
happens.
I wasn't thinking.
he didn't have no pants on. It was hilarious as
No,
hell.
I didn't have
He
any
stuck his
shorts
finger in his
on.
underwear and he pulled it out of his ass walking
That's
across the
good.
room.
Well, it was stuck up my ass. So he's going to make a stinger of it. He's going to humiliate me. So, I'll live.
That's why I texted him. I said, I don't think he really cares, man. I said, hell, man, get more subs to your channel.
Well,
T-Dog was
the
there.
problem, the problem is, Jesse, the problem is that Lou's going to get a hold of it eventually, and then it'll never die. So
Well, you should
I'll
have put some pants on.
I had pants on.
No, you didn't. You got up and you was in your damn nut huggers.
No, I mean today I have pants on.
Well, yeah. And then I busted you out on it. You went and grabbed a pair of shorts and put them on.
Right, because I had just hung up the phone and I dealt with the emergency, and then I was paying attention again.
Oh, it's hilarious as hell. I said that.
I'm watching
I even said me and Chess was in there with me. And I told Chess, I said, Chess, did you see that? And he says, no. And he rewinded it. And he started laughing. I said, now, that is relaxed as fuck right there. If a man can sit in his chair in his damn nut huggers and get up and don't give a fuck.
That's good stuff.
I said, that is relaxed as a motherfucker right there.
Well, if you all want to look at a 56-year-old
dude
man's
don't give
ass,
a fuck. I
that's
said,
on
Slane's
you
going to
guys.
get up in his nut huggers. I said, that dude don't give a fuck. I said, look at that son of a bitch right there, get up in his fucking nut huggers and his white socks.
Not as good as taking a
I didn't
poop
have socks on.
That might have been my absolute favorite.
I did not have socks on.
Oh.
Anyway, well, what the hell? I deserve.
left it up. I didn't delete it.
I deserve it. So I'll suffer through it.
Hey man, it's all good. It's all in good fun, man. Fuck it. Hell, we all do shit. And sometimes you're just like, what the fuck ever. And what's bad is what's good is you're a man about it. I mean, you sat down and I said, Saleen, you didn't have no shorts on. You said, really? And I said, yeah, you didn't have no fucking shorts. Well, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I didn't have no shorts on. I just
yeah, it was awesome as hell, man. Like I said, you owned up to it, brother. You fucking man the fuck up, and you was like, "Yep, I was in my undies." That's how I was like, "Hell yeah, dude."
Hang on a minute.
Oh shit, long time. Whatever.
Anyway, I'll live. I mean, shit. People have done stupider things online and lived through it. So
Oh
and
hell
if
yeah.
if all you guys got to get your jollies by looking at a 56-year-old man in his underwear, and y'all have bigger issues than I do.
Hell, that chess video of him eating them damn fucking fortune cookies was fucking worse than you getting up in your damn undies.
Yeah. Yeah. But on that note, it's 5 o'clock, and I got to move on to other things. So I got to go anyway. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go put blinds up in my house.
well,
Yeah, there you go, being productive there, Wilkie.
Oh yeah.
anyway, but before everyone leaves, just want to update real quick. We got Caleb's. Well,
Yeah,
when we
what's it up
started
to?
out and we heard about Caleb's GoFundMe, it was at $770. It is now at $1,060. So we got him up over $1,000.
Nice,
we gave him,
nice, good
we
job.
got him almost. We got him $300 more. So
Yeah, nice.
that's pretty good. For all of you who don't know, Caleb, I think I still have the link in my. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in one more time. Caleb's father suffered a heart attack, and it's pretty bad. Don't know what the prognosis is right now, but a GoFundMe was started for them to offset some of the medical expenses, and they have a goal of $5,000. So we got him from 770 to 1,060 during the stream. So that's pretty good on
Yeah, that's
you guys
pretty good
for doing that. The link, I just posted the link just now. If y'all want to go there, any amount of money that you can spare, Even $5, $10, whatever, even $1, everything counts. So, if you are feeling generous and are feeling like you want to help Caleb and his family out, and Caleb's a good kid, and he deserves to have his father there.
Yeah, Joel's a good dude, man. I talked to him a lot when I was up there.
So, if you guys can see it in your heart to giving a little bit, I'm sure his family would be very appreciative. Jesse gave, I gave, a few other people here. If you can't, it's perfectly understandable. If you don't want to, that's perfectly understandable. But if you can and are willing to, it just takes a minute. Literally, it just takes a minute. I did it live while we were here.
Yeah, I think it took me about 30 seconds, man.
And the thing is you also know where the money's going to. It's not like
exactly.
It's not like the money's going to down payment on a Hellcat or something like that. So if you feel like you can, please do. If you feel like you
are you hitting around at something there, Saleen?
Huh?
So are you hitting around at something? You trying to get that forward out of your damn blood and get you some Mopar in it?
No. But I would love me a Hellcat. I can't lie. I would love me a Hellcat. But even if you can't donate anything to Caleb's family, maybe a prayer tonight would go a long way. So
right, good deal, yeah.
On that note, I am going to wrap the stream up because I got to get on to my evening routine, which it's a little after 5 now, so it is the evening routine time. And then I'm going to wait for all the comments and all the messages about the inevitable humiliation that's coming my way. But hopefully it will be short-lived.
You might have done more for Jesse J's channel than he ever has.
Yeah, no shit.
Bringing all
that might be. So Jesse, I expect a big thank you out of all this.
Hey, don't worry, man. Them damn bottles of rum you give me thanks enough.
Now all Jesse needs is Mike Vick to show up and take a dump, and he's good to go.
Yeah, there you go. So Mike Vick needs to take a shit on your channel now. So
yeah, no crap. Yeah, no, shit. I'll talk to Vic.
Anyway, y'all drop off, please, so that I can wrap her up.
Y'all have a good day.
See y'all. Have a good one. Love you,
later.
Pops.
See ya.
Love you, Lucky. Love you, Slam. Talk to y'all later.
All right, let's see. Well, it looks like I'm due for a little humiliation in my life. I guess I can live with that. Anyway, thank you all for being here. My good folks, usual crowd, Mr. Hogue, who I've now learned how to pronounce his name properly. I'm sorry about that. Sea Dog, Mr. Sancho, Pizza Woman, Traveling Fool was here. Rick Sanchez, my favorite liberal around here, second favorite liberal. Well, maybe him and Lou would be my favorite liberals on here. Razorback fan, Captain Trips is here, Bama Banker. Bama, I appreciate the sentiment, but he said Rod should have deleted that video. Now, it's his video. He can do what he wants with it. It was an emergency phone call. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. And, into everyone's life, a little humiliation must fall. So I'll own it. Worst things have happened to me in my life. Thank y'all for showing up. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Can't believe I didn't get any thumbs downs on this video today. I got 22 thumbs ups, but no thumbs downs today. So the trolls must have been busy playing video games in mommy's basement, or mommy didn't bring them the hot pockets. So they ran out of energy. But whatever. We'll see them next week. Anyway, y'all have a good rest of the evening. We'll see you next Wednesday. I'll see you on the other streams. Have a good one. See ya.